you find me at Morpeth Railway Station on the East Coast Main Line. Now I'm going to carry on my East Coast Main Line challenge of visiting every single station on the East Coast Main Line, including these 4 awkward stations. Because between Morpeth and Berwick-upon-Tweed, there are 4 stations that only get served with very limited trains operated by Northern, known as the Chathill line. So you're going to see me at Newcastle now, because I'm going to start the journey at Newcastle Central on this Class 158 diesel multiple unit as I head towards Pegswood, because I plan to visit these railway stations over 4 different days. So we're just about to leave Morpeth Station, but I've just noticed that we're going to be getting looped just north of Morpeth Station. So there's some interesting rail track on this journey to Pegswood. Well, that was very interesting. We were looped north of Morpeth Station. I think the loop is called Morpeth Barmore through Sidings. But we were looped there for a good 5-10 minutes because we had to let 3 trains pass on the East Coast Main Line. The first one was a cross-country service. We had to let cross-country through. Then it was a Lumo service from London King's Cross to Edinburgh Waverley, which did call at Morpeth. And the final train was the London North Eastern Railway Azuma from London King's Cross to Stirling, which also called at Morpeth as well. So we had to let 3 trains pass on the East Coast Main Line. But we have arrived at the first awkward station of the day. This is Pegswood. And honestly, first time being here, this is a very cute station. I'm actually impressed with this railway station. So the railway came through Pegswood in 1840, but the station wasn't built till the 1st of January 1903 by the North Eastern Railway. Now this station was threatened twice with closure, first time in 1958 and the second time in 1966, but those threats never were carried out, to be honest, and Pegswood Station remains open. So I'm just making my way over to platform 1 at Pegswood, and I just came across this sign right here. And I haven't seen a sign like that before. Is that Arriva Trains Northern signage, or is that Northern Spirit signage? But it's very interesting to see, and that has honestly really surprised me, seeing that. I do have some questions about the station facilities here. Now there is no ticket machine here, but on platform 2 all you got is information posters. That's about it. Everything is on platform 1. So you got a waiting shelter with benches in it on platform 1. You got a Harrington hump. You got the timetable poster, which is at the top of the ramp before you go down into the station. But also halfway down the ramp heading towards platform 1, you do have the onward travel information. And to be honest, I would have thought that would be on platform 2 and not on platform 1. But the good thing about this railway station is it is disabled access friendly. I actually do like this railway station. It is very quirky, and seeing all the fast trains passing through this railway station. Now I'm going to head back to Newcastle, but the next clip you're going to see after I film my train arriving is me heading to the next station, which is Riddington, on a completely different day. So we have now arrived at the second awkward station on the East Coast Main Line. This is Riddington, one station up from Pegswood. And the one thing I noticed about Riddington is it's got my favourite thing at a railway station, a level crossing. I do love a good level crossing. Also at Riddington on platform 2, the station facilities, there's none, to be honest. Information posters, that's about it. But on platform 1 is most of the station facilities. Your waiting shelter, it's got your onward travel information, which, to be honest, that should be on platform 2, not on platform 1. It is disabled access friendly, but I think that's debatable. But the one thing I've noticed about Riddington is that Pegswood doesn't have is a ticket machine. There is a ticket machine at Riddington station. The history of Riddington station. It opened on the 1st of July 1847 by the Newcastle and Berwick Railway. It's a real shame that Riddington doesn't get many services because this is in a built-up residential area. But the next station I'm going to is actually not in a built-up residential area, and it's also the least used station, Northumberland. It's Acklington. So I'm going to board my train back to Newcastle now, but the next clip you're going to see is me heading towards Acklington. So this is the next day after I filmed Riddington, but we have now made it to awkward station number 3, and also this is Northumberland least used railway station. This is Acklington, and it's a lovely little station on the East Coast Main Line. One thing about this railway station is it's got a lovely waiting shelter on platform 1, and that is amazing to look at, and I think it's open as well. So yes, so if you want to get from platform 2 to platform 1, it is a bit of a trek, to be honest. There's a lot of low trees as well. So we have now made the short walk from platform 2 to platform 1 at Acklington. And right behind me there on platform 2 is the old station building. That is now a private residence. So station facilities on platform 2 at Acklington, it's got your timetable poster, so you can see where the times of the trains are, and a bin, that's about it. But on platform 1, you got your waiting room, which there is something inside the waiting room, which I'll show you in a second. You got your onward travel information, which, to be honest, that should be on platform 2, not on platform 1, and also a bin bag, and that's about it. Now, I did say there was something in the waiting room at Acklington station. Let's take a look to see what it is. So the interesting thing inside this waiting room is it's just right here, a payphone. But unfortunately, there is no dial to it. Acklington station was built by the Newcastle and Berwick Railway on the 1st of July 1847. As I mentioned, this is also the least used station of Northumberland, and the station statistics from the Office Rail and Road has Acklington for 2022 to 2023, only 434 people use this station. If you ever have the chance to come to Acklington, I would take it, because you get off a train to Chathill from here. You could just have 1 hour at this railway station, and then you could jump on the same unit heading back towards Newcastle. But the thing is though, Pegswood, Riddington and Acklington have one thing in common. They only get 3 trains per day stopping at these railway stations. In the morning you can't get a train to Chattel from Pegswood, Riddington or Acklington, but you can get a train from these 3 railway stations to Newcastle. In the evening, this is what I'm doing in the evening, there is one train that stops at these 3 railway stations heading towards Chathill, and that train is also coming back to stop at these 3 railway stations as they head towards Newcastle and onto Carlisle. Now the next station up the line is Alma for Alnwick, but unfortunately I'm not going to be doing that station in this video because this is the awkward stations on the East Coast Main Line, and there are plenty of services that do stop at Alnwick. That will be done in a later video of the East Coast Main Line series as I venture into Scotland. So the next station after that is Chattel.
Whoops.
So I'm going to wait for my train to arrive and take back to Newcastle, but the next scene you're going to see is me heading towards Chathill.
Welcome aboard this Northern Service to Chathill. The next station stop is Chathill.
So the class 156 that was on has now gone to Craig Mill Loop to turn around. So we have less than 20 minutes at Chathill because my train did arrive a few minutes late. Now Chathill station was opened on the 29th of March 1847 by the Newcastle and Berwick Railway. It was also a junction station for a branch line to Seahouses, which was operated by the North Sunderland Railway. Now to be honest, Chathill station is very lovely. It's got a lovely former station building which is now a private residence, but it does have some lovely signs there as well saying Chathill and Chathill for Seahouses. It's also got a lovely single box at this railway station, and it's also got my favourite thing at a railway station, level crossing, and also on the Newcastle bound platform it does have a similar waiting room like Acklington, but unfortunately that's in a state of repair at the moment. Seriously, these onward travel information boards are literally on the wrong platform. It should be on the other platform as people are getting off Chathill, not getting on Chathill towards Newcastle. I wish I could have longer at Chathill station instead of 20 minutes, but unfortunately with the time that I'm allocated here, it's not possible to have longer here unless I get a taxi here or a bus here. But we have visited all 4 awkward stations on the East Coast Main Line, and the next video will start at Newcastle as I head towards Scotland, because we will be crossing the border over into Scotland and also calling at Alma for Alnwick on the way. But for now I'm going to pop a video right here, feel free to give that a click. The people on screen now, YouTube channel and Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SimOnTrains, thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the next railway station for a new venture down the line.